is going on? It's Nate back with another Truck Talk video. Today's topic is persistence. This one is huge because this is where 99% of people fail. And so I've just been thinking about it on my drive. I'm driving to Fresno right now, so I have a little longer. So I was able to think for a little bit before I film. Anyways, so persistence, right? That's where you persevere, where you continue through when times are tough, when you face challenges, when your mind's trying to talk you out of it, when you face a terror barrier, when something goes wrong and you have to, figure it out and solve the problem, right? So that's where 99% of people fail because, you kind of get the shiny object syndrome, right? You'll start going after something, whatever it is, a new business, I don't know, a new job, something. But then the first time you hit an obstacle, it's almost like reality hits and you're like, oh, whoa. And then that's when you're tested, like, is this what you want? Like, are you going to be able to overcome this? Because this isn't, it's not going to be a walk in the park. And so a lot of people don't have persistence. A lot of people, when they face the first obstacle, they give up. They're done, right? They say this is too hard, or this, your mind's trying to talk you out of it because you're doing something new and unfamiliar. And you listen to your mind. You let your mind talk you out of it. And so that's kind of what I was going to touch on is like, when you're entering these new situations, when you're entering, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new business, whether it's new friends, a new, anything, when you're doing new things, your mind doesn't like it, your body doesn't like it because it is unfamiliar, and your body likes to be comfortable, and new situations are not comfortable. It's just the way it is. And so you have to understand what's going on if you want to overcome it, if that makes sense. So understanding is what is going to get you through this, because it is not avoidable. You cannot avoid being uncomfortable. You can't avoid being nervous. You can't avoid all these situations when you're doing new things. So what you have to do is understand what is going on, and then be like, okay, this is just my body telling me I'm becoming someone new. I'm growing. I'm moving into this new area, new direction, whatever it may be. And understanding that will get you through it. Because, knowledge and understanding is the only way you're going to get through life, to be honest. You have to understand the way the world works. You have to understand the way life works. And if you don't, you're going to give up, and that's why you're going to stay the same. And most people stay the same, right? Look around. Most people never change. And that's exactly why. Because, they get this new idea or whatever it may be, something new, and they start going after it. Bam! Your mind's like, whoa, I don't like this. The old way's better. You don't need more money. You don't need that nicer car. You don't need these friends. You don't need that new relationship. You don't need that new house, right? Your mind, your body just it's like you hit a wall. It's the terror barrier. And it's just like, wham! And that is where everyone gives up, because like, oh yeah, this isn't meant to be. Oh yeah, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh yeah, everyone, you come up with these little excuses, these little things in your mind to talk you out of it, and be like, yeah, this just isn't for me. But it's like nothing is for you when you first start it, right? It's gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna be awkward. You're not gonna know what to do. You're not gonna know how to do it. Like that's what happens for everything, because your body isn't yet in harmony with your new movement, with your new idea, with your new path. And so it's the same as the example that I hear in the seminar I listen to, is it's like when you learn to drive a manual car. You can have someone sitting next to you telling you exactly what to do, right? Push down the clutch, shift the gear, whatever, let off the gas, put a foot on the brake, whatever. You have someone next to you telling you exactly what to do, but that doesn't mean you know how to do it, right? You have to be in harmony with what they're telling you. You have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over, and then you don't even have to think about it, right? When you're driving, like me right now, I don't have to think, because you've done it so many times. It's not uncomfortable. But remember, the first time you ever drove a car, you're probably freaking out, you're stressed, you're probably tired after, because you're so anxious from trying to take control over the car and not wreck or something. But then eventually, after you keep doing it over and over, you're in harmony with it. You don't think about it. It's natural. It's your new normal. You're okay with it. Driving is meant for you, right? So that's all it is. That's all life is learning and understanding that everything new that you do is going to be uncomfortable. It's going to make you nervous, and your mind is going to try to talk you out of it. So you just need to ask yourself, is this taking me where I want to go? Is this making me a better person? Because now, if you're doing something bad, right, obviously you should be listening to your body if it's like, whoa, don't do this. Okay. But if you are genuinely trying to grow and you're trying to do something new, you're trying to, whatever it is. I don't like to give examples because I use the same ones every time. Whatever you're trying to do to expand yourself or your life, whether it's income, relationships, family, anything, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable. And you have to understand that it's going to be uncomfortable. And you basically just have to accept that. Like, yes, this is going to be uncomfortable. Yes, I'm going to be nervous. Yes, I'm going to be anxious. Correct. I have no idea how to do this. Right. Yep. Move forward. And you have to move forward with so much authority that you would think you've already done it 1,000 times. That's how it has to work, right? Because everything you do, right? I didn't know how to make YouTube videos. I didn't know what to post. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know. I had a GoPro, but I only used it once. And I bought it 2 years ago. And I was like, oh, that was a waste of money. But look, now it's here. And so, but I didn't know how to do it. But guess what? I made a committed decision. I was like, I'm going to make a YouTube video every day. And I proceeded with confidence. And I said, I'm doing this. I don't care if everyone watches my video, sends it to everyone they know, and makes fun of me. I do not care at all. You have to go with confidence and just know, okay, maybe I don't 100% know what I'm doing. Maybe at this time, I'm a little uncomfortable. Maybe, I've never done this before. So, I might mess up. I might make a mistake. And you go with confidence, because everything you do, everything that happens, you can always fix it. 99% of the time you can make up for your mistakes. And so you just have to move with confidence and move with speed, because the more you sit back and you're like, oh, well, what if this happens, and if this happens, and this happens, then the more you are going to talk yourself out of it and stay the same. And so that's how I was able to change, because I stopped the logistical part, right? Because you don't really want to be logical, because logical is, it's what's the word? I can't think of the word. Logic is different from person to person. I don't know why I can't think of the word. But what's logical to you is probably not logical to me, because we live different lives. We have different perceptions on everything. And so you have to understand that what's logical in your mind is just based off your conditioning of what you've done in the past. So maybe making $100,000 a month seems completely illogical to you, but to a lot of other people in the world, that doesn't really mean much to them. They do that all the time. They're regular. Since the last 10 years they've been making $100K a month. And so you really have to just figure out what you want and not really necessarily be logical about it, because if you're logical about it, that means you're staying the same. And then I honestly lost my train of thought completely. But you just move forward with speed, right? You don't know how you're going to do it. When I set the goal to make $100,000 a month, I had not a clue in my mind what I was going to do. I thought I was going to do a marketing business, right? And I'm doing not anything to do with marketing. And so that's how it's going to work. Am I making $100K a month yet? No, right? But my life is changing in that direction. So that's kind of what the point you have to get to, is you just put yourself on that path, take the steps you need to take, and let God control the timing. You can't control the timing. God's timing is perfect timing. And force negates, right? So if you're trying to force things, you're making it worse. You're making it probably run away from you. So you have to just let it happen. Let go and let God. I made a video about that. But that's ultimately what it comes down to. You got to figure out what you want. And I'm not even talking about persistence anymore, or perseverance. I don't even remember what the video's about. I'm tired, if you can't tell, and I haven't eaten. So you got to figure out what you want and start moving that direction. And then every step you're taking, say, is this moving me in the right direction? Is this taking me where I want to go? And you have to understand you're going to have to take new actions, okay? You're going to have to change your old habits, whatever it may be. You're going to realize that you have so many habits you can't even comprehend them. You're going to have to change them. It's not easy to do, but you're going to have to do it. And you stay persistent with them, right? And what I was telling Nick, my brother, because he was saying he couldn't stay consistent with one thing, and I was like, okay, well, make a decision to do it for the next 21 days, right? Make a habit of it. And then I guarantee you, after 21 days, you'll want to do it, because it's a habit. It's a part of you. And that's how life is. You have to make a habit of everything that you want to do, otherwise you won't do it. So you just make a habit of it, right? If you want to start journaling, say for the next 21 days, I'm going to wake up 15 minutes earlier and journal every morning. And then I guarantee you, after the 21 days, you're not going to stop. You're going to keep doing it. And so you just have to make habits. And habits are what allow you to stay persistent with ease, right? Because if if you have habits, you're not going to think twice about it because your habits are in your subconscious mind, which means it's your habitual behavior, which means you don't have to think, you just do. And so that's what mine is. Every day I wake up, I don't go on my phone, I get up, whatever, brush my teeth, and then I journal. And I just write what I want to write, right? It gives me time in the morning every day to set my head in the right spot, and then from then I try to stay off my phone as much as possible. Not that this is anything to do with phones, but let me tell you a little secret about your phone. Your phone is killing your creativity. I would always complain I'm not creative. I would always complain, all these different things that it kills your mind. It kills it. I know there's jokes about it being brain rot. It literally is, because if you are so used to having dopamine hits from checking your phone all the time, you're never wandering in your thoughts. You're never allowing yourself to just like visualize and see stuff and think about what your future could be. And your phone is what kills that. And so I found that's how my big change started, was because I deleted social medias. I deleted some, and then I put like 20 minutes a day limit on the other ones. And then because of that, I wasn't on my phone, and I would literally just put it not even on my desk. Like if I was working, it'd be on a different table or behind me or whatever. And then that's what allowed me to get so deep in my thoughts, where I figured out what the heck I wanted in my life. A lot of people say that they don't know what they want. Guess what? It's because you haven't sat down and thought about what you wanted. It's not easy, but you have to do it, or you're never going to know. It's not going to just hit you in the middle of the day. I know exactly what I want to do with my entire life. No, you got to sit down and think about it. So I know I'm way off topic, so I'm just going to probably end this here. If you can't tell, I'm fasting, so I'm hungry and I'm not really thinking straight. But yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for watching. I am going to make stock related videos this weekend. That's my goal, so I'm going to do it. So you should see at least 1 to 2 new stock videos, or I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to make them on about stocks, but it'll be about my strategy of some sort. Give you guys another little glimpse. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and I'll be back again tomorrow, because I'm consistent. I show up every day. It's persistence, baby. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.